Hello, my Stamper friends. Happy Monday. I hope your Monday is going well for you. I know sometimes Mondays can be Mondays. Drink lots of coffee. That's what I say. If your Monday is not well, drink lots of coffee. Hopefully that'll make your day better. Oh yeah, you guys all saw my flooding videos, right? Yeah, that was crazy. My road is pretty jacked up, to be completely honest with you. It is, my husband was actually, Andre was just out there filling in. We have a culvert that runs across our driveway, and as this, we've been in a really big, crazy monsoon this year. So I don't know what the heck happened, but we've lived here in this house for 8 years, but it's obviously been the worst monsoon that anybody has seen around here. I mean, as long the neighbors that I know that have been here for 20 plus years, it completely washed the water completely over the top of or the dirt off the top of our culvert. So now you see this big black pipe just sticking out of the ground. Well, Andre went out there and filled in a lot of the dirt on the top of it because, what else are you gonna do? You can't pull the thing out of there, and you can't drive over top of it. So it's one of those things that you just kind of gotta hope for the best, and kind of just think, it could have been a lot worse. It could have hurt the foundation of our home and that kind of stuff, but it didn't. It luckily stayed away from our house. Our house is built higher up, but the crazy thing is with a lot of the houses in the area that I live in, because we are in flooding zones, are in a flood zone, our houses are built upon cinder blocks. So my foundation is pretty much 3.5 feet high off the ground, and then my home sits on top of it because we have, what do you call these, modular homes, manufactured homes. So they're built up on foundations to keep from floating away, I'm assuming. But yeah, this is the worst it has ever been. So Caden was supposed to have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and I went ahead and canceled it because it's supposed to, the clouds have really moved over this evening. We're supposed to get hit again this evening. Cars have been getting stuck like crazy out on our actual road. Andre's taken, we have a big 4x4 Suburban. He's taken it out there and gotten quite a few people unstuck, but it's the wear and tear on our vehicle too. So we're like, all right, if you're repeat offenders and you keep going out there and doing it, we're not going to keep helping you. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's a lot on our transmission and on the four-wheel drive of our vehicle. So, yeah, that's a real thing. And for some reason, my iPad is absolutely not letting me switch over to my business page. I don't know what is going on. I'm absolutely baffled why it is not letting me switch. I gotta figure out what is going on here, because I think I can see your guys' comments. Okay, so some things to know. When I flip you guys around, you know how I always show you where my August host code is. Stampin' Up! Has changed some things for us where we now have to have you guys put in that host code when you're order is under $150, because like I tell you guys, if your order is over $150, I want you guys to have the rewards. Stampin' Up! Is going to give you guys some rewards, but when you guys use my host code, it helps for me to bring, like, hello, surprise, we're in week 52 right now. Woohoo! We've hit our year anniversary for making our videos. So I'm going to have a big giveaway coming up this next week. I'm actually going to be giving away a stamp set. So like, share, comment. If you're watching later here on this Facebook live, if you're live, you're going to see this little live button up here. And right now it is 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is 7 Mountain Time. It is 8 Central Time, and that means it is 9 Eastern Time. Mountain Standard Time and Pacific Time are the same time right now, so we're both 6 o'clock. So just let you guys know that. Also, get your orders in if you guys want to get those celebration items. You know how we're in full swing of celebration? That's the smaller catalog, right? Oh my Lord, there it is. Right now, that is our celebrations catalog. This is where you earn free product, all those free little sets in there at increments of $50. There are a couple things in there that you can earn if you spend $100. We're actually going to be, am I playing with some stuff from in here? I actually think we're going to be playing with the Penguin Place, which is this paper right here. We're going to be using this paper. It is one that you can earn free with a $50 purchase. So know that the paper and the dies that are in here are only at while supplies last. So even though this is running through September 30th, say if a bunch of people are coming in here and they're ordering the, this is the beautiful penned DSP, also earned with a $50 purchase. Once this is gone, it's gone. Same with that sheep dies right here. You guys saw me play with that, and I used the embossing paste with that. Once this die is gone, it's gone. The stamps will stick around because, just to let you know, Stampin' Up! Makes all their stamps. So stamps are always something that you can have until the end of like a catalog and that kind of stuff. But once they run out of, like when a catalog is ready to retire, once they run out of dies and inks and that kind of stuff, it's gone. So do know that. So make sure you get your orders in if you want your celebrations items, because right now is the perfect time to be buying the things that you want, because you're going to get free product as well. All right. And let's see, just kind of looking over my notes right here. Oh, I'll show you guys the free stamp set that I'm going to be giving away. It is a red rubber stamp set. Ooh, that glare was bad. It is the Heal Your Heart. Now, with a lot of the things going on with the pandemic and stuff right now, I think it's kind of appropriate to give this stamp set away. It's got some great little sayings in there. It has, we're in this together. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. Sorry for your loss. I don't know what I would do without you. Wishing I could heal your heart, and thank you. So it is a red rubber, brand new set. It has not been mounted. I would not give you guys something used as a gift. So yeah, it's brand new in the case. So know that, like, share, comment on this video, or on this, it doesn't have to be live, but it does have to be my Facebook page here on Stampin' the Pink Barn. And the drawing will end next Monday when I do my next class, my Facebook Live class. There will be a winner for this stamp set, because we've hit our 1 year anniversary of doing our Facebook Live classes. So get in for this, like, share, comment, to get in on this free stamp set, you can win that. What else? Right now is also a great time to become a discount shopper, demonstrator, whatever you want to call it. So in other words, with Stampin' Up, you can get your starter kit. Oh, do you see Caden? She's in there napping. So I'm kind of listening and watching for her, make sure she doesn't fall off there, because sometimes she decides to wiggle and fall off that little couch. But right now it's a great time to sign up. Now, just know that just because you sign up as a demonstrator does not mean you need to make this a business at all. Like my mom, she is on my team. Patty's on my team, and they do it to get their discount. And you don't even have to stay active. So you'll be active. It's each quarter you'll have to place your qualifying purchases to stay active. So if you sign up, you get to pick $125 worth of product for $99. And not only right now, while celebrations is going on, you get to pick an extra free set. Now, there's more detail about this. I've posted it to my Stampin' the Pink Barn page that you can go on and look at these. And so not only is it the stamp set, but it's also bundles. It's the bundles as well. So you get the dies and the stamp set. Or like with Peaceful Deer, you'll get the stamp set and the punch. So let me show you where there's more details about that. You can look right back here on page number 19 of your Celebrations catalog, and they are listed right here. So here's all the details about what you need to do to get your set. So that $125, you do not pay shipping. So you get to pick $125 out of your mini catalog and your annual catalog. So out of this catalog, so you can pick some holiday goodies that you want, or you can pick some of those things that you've been looking at, or you can buy yourself the Big Boss or the mini embossing machine. Great time to get those, and you get yourself a free set with it as well. And you only pay $99. So that's a major plus. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And then if you do stay active, you get your 20% discount on that product. You're spending money as a customer. You will no longer have to be my customer. You will now save 20% on your items that you're purchasing. So I've posted all the good things. There's also some other good benefits as well, because being on my team and who my team leader is, you get all the benefits of what she does too. So you'll now become a member of Stamp Happy Academy. So there are a plethora of PDFs on there. There are other things that we have team meetings where you can win like full bundles. So just know, when I tell you that being on my team, I'm not just saying, hey, be on my team because I'm me. Just kidding. But no, being on my team, there's a whole nother like like a backstage behind me. Honestly, there's a lot of cool things that go on in Stampin' Up. And then you become a part of a whole new family as well. So there's that. So I think it's time to get you guys turned around so I can tell you guys the winner of our cards from last week. Ugh. All right, so hold on. Make sure I'm going to spin you guys around and make sure I don't get you sick. Also, if you guys are watching this at a later date on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for me. That helps me out a lot, because as soon as we hit 100 subscribers, I can start doing YouTube lives. Whoop, whoop. So I'm trying to get there. I know it's moving slow, but you know what? With anything, you have to work hard to get, the achievements that you want. So hit the subscribe button for me. Also, you can hit that notification bell on there, because every time I'm done with these Facebook Lives, I then go over and put them over on Facebook. So then you can go over there and you can rewind and do all the good things to slow down and see when I'm making a card. And if you didn't hear, like say a cat meowed or the dog barked or whatever in the background right when I was telling you one of the score lines or where to cut something, you can rewind. I mean, you can do the same thing here on Facebook as well, but I don't know. I just kind of think it's a little bit easier on YouTube. Also, I post this video as well over on my blog, where I also give you all the recipes and the ingredients and all the good stuff to the cards. Hello, Patty. Hello, Mom. All right, hold on now. I'm going to get you guys flipped around here, so don't get sick. Oops, I lost my little thing. All right, I think we're pretty good there, as long as things don't start shifting and moving. All right, I have some cute cards to show you guys tonight. I think you guys are gonna have fun recreating these cards that I'm going to show you. So, here's that card. Here is the stamp set that I said that I'm going to be giving away for our 1-year anniversary of Facebook Lives. And I promise you, it is a brand new set. It is red rubber. Great little sayings on there. So know that that will be our giveaway for next week, because we've hit our year. All right. Also, to let you guys know, Miss K. Wire is our winner of last week's cards. So last week we did this little sheep. These are that celebration set that I was showing you with the dies and the stamp set. And then I came in and I showed you guys how to use the embossing paste. So there's that card, and that's what I did in the inside. So you can pick from one of the 3 of these cards. Just let me know, message me, and let me know what cards you want, and I will get a matching envelope made for you and put it in the mail for you. So you have to just let me know which card you want, and then give me your address. All right, this is that neat little, I'm not sure what this fold is called, but I did that with that peaceful cabin, and you've got some of that evening evergreen on there. So there's that one. Oh, and by the way, you guys who have stuck with me and watched me, I found my silver embossing powder. You guys know how I could not find it last week, right? Because I wanted to do some silver embossing on here. Well, I found it. It's in my drawer. Imagine that. All right. Then there is this one as well. This, I think, this is called a front step card or something like that. And then I put this on the back. So this is where you would write your, you know, your sentiment and that kind of stuff on the back, your greeting. And then this stands up just like, well, maybe my fan is blowing, so it just keeps blowing it over. So it stands up just like that. It's not going to do it right now for me. I think my husband and everybody just got home. He was picking my son up from school, and I think that's why my dogs are out there going crazy. So that was, who did I say that was? That was K. Wire. I hope I'm saying your name, your last name correctly. It was W-I-R-R-E-R. So, like I said, make sure you message me and you tell me one of those 3 cards that you want and give me your address. And I'll get that in the mail to you, and I don't write anything on it, so the card comes to you, so you can then share it with who you wish. All right, let's get into this first card here. We are going to use, this is Calypso Coral. I don't use this color enough, but it is absolutely a beautiful color. Now, I think they call this a triple flip card. I think that's what they call this. Now this base is a 10.5 by 5.5. We are going to score this at 4 1/4. Can you guys see this? Oh, there is my host code that I was telling you guys that I need you guys to put in when you do your orders, not you that are demonstrators, but customers, to put this in if your order is under $150. Stampin' Up! Well, I know there's been customers who've let me know, hey, I forgot to put in your host code. Can you put it in yourself? Stampin' Up! Is letting us do it, but they're only letting us add it to 10 a month. So it's really important that I emphasize that you guys put my host code in. All right, so we are going to score this at 4 1/4. And then we're going to score at 5 1/4. I figured you guys just got home. I heard the dogs barking. Yeah, it was my husband and my son who just got home. And then we need 6 1/4. I'm recording, so don't come in and be loud. Okay, so what did I say? 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 6 1/4. Let's make sure I did that right, because something doesn't look right. Okay, 4 1/4, 5 1/4, and 6 1/4. Did I not cut this down? Maybe I didn't even cut this down yet. What did I say it needed to be? It needs to be 10 1/2. Oh, see, that's why. Silly, silly me. All right, now it is 10 1/2 by 5 1/4. I didn't cut it down yet, so you just got to take a 1/2 inch off of there. All right, so that's what you need for that. And then you're going to push this in on your score lines and make sure you do a good varnish, but make sure your lines all, ooh, I need to put another, man, I am really going through, I have been having to cut a lot of paper because I have my live classes now, and now I'm doing 2 live classes a month. So I'm doing a weekend class, and I'm doing a Thursday, every 3rd Thursday of the month I do a live class as well, or an in-person class, let's just put it that way, because we are live right now. Let me say that correctly. So I am doing 2 in-person classes. There we go. So my poor trimmer is definitely getting its work put in because I have to get all of our kits and everything made for the class. All right, so you're going to do that kind of like a little Z in the middle of this. Can you guys see that? Oops, it helps if I hold it up a little bit further. So you're going to do kind of a mountain in the center. You're going to do your 2 valleys and then your 1 peak in the center. Okay? So when you open that, it's going to kind of pull that flat. And you'll see why in just a minute. Okay? I'm going to be using Biggest Wish stamp set with this. And we're going to be using Penguin Place with this card. All right, so for our flaps, we're going to need Misty Moonlight, which is the color that I've chose. But the Misty Moonlight that we're going to be using on the front of this color, this size is, what did I say this was? 2 by 5 1/4, or no, 5 1/2, because it's the same size as our card. So 2 by 5 1/2. But before we get doing any of that, we need our Stamparatus out. Okay, and we're going to take the front of our card. Yep. Ooh, there's little fuzzies all over this. My goodness. So, actually, we'll let this be the front of our card. Not a big deal. But I'm going to put it, I have my sheet of paper here. I'm going to put it where my card is kind of sitting in this corner grid 2 blocks down. Does that make sense? It's not real crucial, because as soon as you put the placement of your stamp where you want it, you're going to be golden. And actually, I think I need to do this way. Nope, that's right. It just, the stamp's going to be upside down. So like I said, 2 blocks down. And then, ooh, as I throw my stamp here. And then I'm going to leave maybe about a 1/4 of an inch from the bottom there. And then I'm going to take my stamp apparatus and I'm going to shut this so I make sure I grab that. I'm just going to take a stamp pad and just set it over here so when I open that, I have a flat surface that this is going to be opening to. Am I too low down? Oof, that glare is god-awful. Hold on, let me turn this light on over here. Maybe that'll help. Is that better? Can you guys see? Okay. So now be careful that you hold your paper down when you go to pick that up, because photopolymer stamps are sticky, right? You guys know that they have kind of a sticky feeling to them. So don't let your magnets touch whatever you do. Don't let your magnets click together because you'll never get them apart, and if you do, you'll wind up breaking them. So I'm going to take the Calypso Coral ink and I'm just going to ink up. Can you guys see that? Okay, I think you guys can see that. And I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm just going to take it and put it right onto the front of my card. Okay, then I'm going to pick this up and move it down to the next chamber. Ink this up. Ooh, look, I got ink right there. Hold on a minute. I don't want that touching my paper. Not that I think it will, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, I'm going to move that one off there and just move this up and put this one down here. Okay, pick this up, move it to the next chamber. So my husband's kind of fed up with our internet because of how much we pay for our internet service, and I can barely do a live video and be able to bring you guys up and see what the heck I'm doing. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous what we have to go through and the price that we're paying. So he said that because right up the road, those people have on the other side of like our main road, they have fiber optics. Did I move that? Yes, I did. They have fiber optics. So he said, he goes, I'm going to find out what it takes for them to just run a lousy cable across the road so we can have fiber optics. He goes, because this stuff is just ridiculous. What we have to go through to even be able to run 2 TVs, or if my son's in doing some schoolwork on his computer and if we want to watch a show while he's doing that, it's just ridiculous. And not only that, to be able to watch myself do this and be able to see your guys' comments, I should most definitely be able to stream 2 different things. Okay, so what do you guys think so far? Is that not the coolest thing? I know I did another card. I just can't remember what one I did because, imagine that. My brain is a little frazzled. Okay, so I'm going to shut this so I don't wind up sticking my hands in it because we all know me. All right, and then that is the front of our card. Is that not so cool? But wait, there's more. All right, let me grab my chamois really quick and clean this thing off right quick, because we're done with that, but I'm just going to move that up and out of the way. So see, again, when I say you can spend $125, or you can buy $125 for 99 bucks, you can pick your stuff. A Stamparatus is another one of those cool things that you can throw on there. Okay, so we needed our Misty Moonlight, and this piece was 2 by 5.5. This is going to go along this edge over here. Then I have a strip of of that beautiful, or not beautiful, it's more cute than it is beautiful, but it's called the Playful Penguin, or Penguin Playmates. Let me grab the, oh my Lord, where did I put it? Of course, it was like at the back of the stack, wouldn't you know? This is the Penguin Playmates. Now this is earned in our Celebrations catalog with a $50 purchase. The cutest little characters on here. Now, if you have gone on Pinterest and looked up anything to do with Stampin' Up! Penguins, you are going to see some of the stinking cutest cards that people have fussy cut. Fussy cut means they've taken their scissors and they've cut these little characters out and made the most adorable cards you will ever see with this penguin. And they didn't even use stamps, they just used the paper. All right, so this piece here is 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. Yep, because it's the same exact length as the paper. Oh, and guess what came in the mail today? My swap cards. So hopefully we have enough time to show my swap cards. Otherwise, I will have to do a surprise pop-in and do a special live during the week. Since I can't go anywhere, right? Why not do a Facebook Live since I'm kind of stuck at home? Okay, this is going to go right kind of in between our side and our words. Oh, do you see my boo-boo is healing? And then the one that I did after that where, I don't even remember how I did that one, but they're both healing quite nicely. I keep putting ointment on them. The first one on my knuckle there, that's the one that I did with the vacuum. And the vacuum won. Okay, there's the front of our card. Super cute, right? And then, oh, you know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get the inside of my card. So I need to cut a card base really quick. Hold on 2 seconds. I cut every other piece, but of course I forgot the inside of our card. So the inside of our card needs to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to do 5 1/4 cut first. And then I'm going to cut this at 4. Okay, so let's decorate the inside of our card really quick. So we need our big block, because now we're going to take this little swoop-de-swoop, or whatever it is, this ice swoop, hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to need the tree. Okay, so that's that super cute little tree, and then our swoop-de-swoop here. And I need Misty Moonlight. And I need a piece of scrap paper underneath here. Always come prepared to the party, right? And am I ever? Pretty much not, but that's okay. We roll with it. Okay, and I'm going to put our swoop-de-swoop down here. Just like that. And then I need our Just Jade for the little trees, because the colors that are in here are Misty Moonlight, we have Just Jade, your Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral, which is the coral color that we're using, and then this is Balmy Blue, And you've got some soft seafoam as well in there. So really pretty colors. Okay, so we're gonna take our little tree. We're gonna kind of move it in just a hair and stamp down once and then down twice, just like that. Okay, and that's the inside of our card. So we can go ahead and mount that piece now. You guys see, I got a fresh glue. You guys are like, about time, right? All right, let me take a drink really quick. I hope you guys grabbed a drink so you're not, I mean, of course you guys aren't rattling like I am, but still. Then you need 3 pieces of Misty Moonlight. Now these are going to be your inside flaps. These are 1 3/4 by 4. So again, you need 4 of those, or 3 of those. Geez, I can count. 2 more pieces of that designer series paper, but now we want to make sure our paper is running horizontal. This one, they were running, what's the opposite of horizontal? Sure. I just completely spaced it. I had it, but diagonal. Diagonal? Yeah, sure. We'll roll with that. We'll call that gravy. So these 2 pieces are going to be 1 1/2 by 3 3/4, and we're going to put those on 2 of our pieces here. And let me move that so I don't wind up sticking my fingers or our pieces here in that. Yeah, my son is doing cross country vertical. That's vertical, that's it. Not diagonal. Diagonal goes this way. Which we are going to be doing something diagonal on our, I think on our next card. Okay, so there's that one. Then we're gonna do this one. Oh, that's another thing that I was gonna tell you, is once you become part of my team, you can also join in on those awesome swaps. You guys know how I get that those envelopes full of cards. Another cool thing with being on a team like this is one of our team members, she throws out every month, she posts it on our team page that we have an upcoming swap, and she'll give you the idea of the swap, and then that way you can join in. And the really cool thing about that is you get more ideas and more cards that you can then share with your friends and family and give you some inspiration. Because I know every once in a while we get in like a stamping funk. Just like when I do all my crochet stuff. Speaking of which, I made my first crocheted face mask. I have to sew the insert into it, but oh my gosh, it fits like a glove. It is the most awesome crocheted mask I've ever, well, I haven't made another one, but the best mask I've ever put on my face, that it fits so comfortable and it's so breathable. But like I said, it needs to have the insert put into it. All right, so then I'm gonna use, since we put thanks on the outside, I'm gonna say friend on the inside. I think I'm going to use this one just because it's a little bit easier for me to make sure. Now I'm going to move this down just a little bit, so hold on so you don't get sick. But I think you guys are floating a little up too high. I don't want you guys to have to stare at my feet, but then again, I want you guys to see the bottom of this. Okay, that's better. All right, we're gonna put the word friend right up over here. So let me stand up so I can make this pretty straight. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Woo, like it when it works like that. Okay, then I'm going to grab that swoop-de-swoop again. Oh shoot, my daughter just fell off a little couch in there. But my husband's home, so he'll hear her. Alright, and I'm going to put this kind of where my word friend, but where my little mountain is kind of going up just a bit there. See how that goes? Oh good, he heard her and came and grabbed her. And then I need that, wait till you guys see this little penguin. It is the cutest thing ever. See this little penguin right here where he looks like he should be going down the slope? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna have him do. Ah, sorry, that was loud. Eek, I hate that. That's why I always try to set my blocks down kind of gently so it doesn't make that crazy noise. Okay, one more tap for good measure, and then we're going to just put him down right here. Let that ink soak in a minute. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute, right? Eek. And he doesn't even have his beak or anything. Is it a beak? What does a penguin have? Aren't they a bird? They have a beak, right? Okay, let's get his, I'm going to call it his beak. Let's make sure I get the right one. Okay, that's not the right one because that's the one that points down for the other guy. This is the one that we need. Okay, and then I'm going to use pumpkin pie for his beak and pumpkin pie for his little foot or fin. No, it's not a fin, it's a foot. Okay, we're going to put his little beak right there. Then I'm going to grab the little foot. So I need right here, you can see that there's this one that is the 2 feet to go on this one. And then you have one single little foot. See, that was the other mouth that I was talking about. That mouth goes on this guy, or beak goes on that one. So then I have this little single wattle foot here that I want to use. Yeah, my son signed up for cross country, so he's been staying at school a lot longer than what he normally would. So now when we go pick him up, it's a lot later in the day. Okay, so we're just gonna put that little waddle right there. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, adorbs, adorbs. Okay. So then that is going to go on our other piece of Misty Moonlight. Ugh, I got a goober. Hold on. I got a glue booger. Glue booger. We don't need that. There we go. I think I drank too much coffee today. I'm awfully shaky. Can you ever drink too much coffee? Is that a thing? I don't know, not in my book, but that's just me. Okay, so let's take the inside of our card and we're gonna place these where we kind of want them. So the first part is going to go, I have to look at my dummy card over here. Well, it's not dummy because it's the same card, but this is going to go, you don't want to put it right up in there because then you got to make sure this front flap is going to fold. So I put it kind of on this side of my score mark, and you don't want it going all the way to the very top up here either. You want to kind of leave a little bit down. So what I kind of do is I kind of line it up with my white. That's why I kind of put it in first. So then I'll kind of just set that there and then take my other one and set that there. And then this one is going to go on the other side. So that I can kind of look and go, okay, I have enough room if I do it that way to make sure it's all going to line up correctly. All right, so let's do one at a time. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on here because I can kind of eyeball and know what my depth is. And then, like I said, I'm lining it up with the white over here and the white up here. And I love Tombow glue because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, and I'll wait on that one. Actually, I'm going to do this one first just to make sure I line everything up in that I don't give, because if I did this one first, knowing that I still have some room in there, I might mess it up and make this thing overlap. So don't do this one first. Do them in order. Oh, wait a minute. Ugh, I almost really screwed that one up. This one is going to face you. Okay, so don't glue it down like I almost just did. You want to make sure that faces up, because obviously we don't want to cover up our print there. Gee. And then, because it's a little tacky, I will take my adhesive remover and I will fix that as soon as I'm done here. Okay. Now, you know how I was telling you guys the cards that we had made? That would be the, did you guys get to see the never-ending card that I made? I posted a video. I kind of came on live in the middle of the week. I don't even remember what day it was. I think it was last, yeah, well, obviously it was last week. I think it was Friday. I did the never-ending card. And I told you guys how good it would be for like a nursing home. So, you know how older people like to move their hands and do that kind of stuff? It's pretty, this is another one of those cards that would be kind of good for giving as a gift to. Oh my gosh, now my internet is really being awful. Okay, so now watch. This card is done. Now watch this. When you open it and then you pull it, isn't that so stinking cute? That's almost genius, right? Then you write what you want in over here, but then you get to see all three when you open your card, and they're all just kind of bam right there in your face. Thanks, friend. And then I'm just gonna take my glue remover here and just kind of rub this around and just grab all that little gooby, see where it's bringing that off of there? Like that, a little glue booger. These things are, again, they're pretty stinking genius. These are adhesive removers, and I think every crafter, whether you be scrapbooking, any kind of paper craft, see, and now that's not sticky anymore. Okay? That just removed all that adhesive. All right, so that is our first card. So cute. These would be great for little kids, grandkids, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's move on to our next card. Now that penguin set, I forgot to tell you guys, I always try to tell you guys what page that's on in the catalog, if you guys have your catalogs handy, but I didn't mark my pages. That is right here on page 33. That is, it also comes with a punch as well. So it kind of keeps the cost down on this bundle because you're not worrying about a big die set. You have a punch and a stamp set on that. But then, wait, there's more. because always there's more, because Stampin' Up, you know, has to just make it even that much better. And add in on celebrations right now, this so stinking cute, that paper. It is adorbs, absolutely adorbs, and the colors are just amazing. So yeah, you could buy this set, and you could possibly buy like another stamp set in this catalog, because I mean, you've got stamp sets that are like this that are $18. Add that to it, and that would equal up to your $50, and then you can get that free DSP that goes with that, the Penguin Playmates. All right, so let me move some of this stuff out of the way so we can get into our next card. So stop, take a drink, run, go potty, do what you need to do, grab a snack. You guys are gonna absolutely love this next one. Like, really, you are. My team leader, she actually showed this during our team meeting. And once she showed it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to share that with my people because I love you guys so much. I have to show you guys all the cool stuff. Where did my word thanks go? Oh, it's in my Stamparatus, that's right. Oh, okay, let me get these things moved here. I swear, I bought all, like, a whole bunch of blocks, but there's still, you never have enough blocks, right? Can you ever have too many blocks? I don't think so. And then, okay, I already put the little beak on there. All right, so let me get those out of the way. Move blocks out of the way so I don't slam them and make a bunch of noise, because that can always be horrendous. All right, so the next card, I'm going to be using Peaceful Deer, which are, again, in this catalog, along with another celebration paper that the DSP that they decided to do is a $50 purchase as well. So this, again, keeps the cost down because the fact that it also comes with a punch. And then they had to outdo themselves, and the most beautiful paper ever, because you guys know how I am when it comes to Buffalo Check. I don't remember who it was when I showed this set before, and they go, oh my gosh, you could put that on your bedspread and it would disappear. And you're right, I do. For Christmas, I got a bedspread that is the red and black Buffalo Check, and then it's got this white fluffy underside, but it kind of rolls up over the top of the bedding. And you stick this on there and it really does like blend in with the bed. And some people go, ooh, you leave that on your bed year round? Well, you stinking right I do, because I love buffalo plaid that much that it stays on there all year round. So yeah, this is the paper. It kind of shows you more ideas. So lots of ideas in this catalog using that cool paper. So we're going to use that. Now this card is called a Designer Series paper pocket card. So it is going to be a Designer Series paper eating card. So if you have any of your Designer Series paper that is just kind of sitting around and you're like, gosh, I wish I could really find something to, you know, do with that because I love it, but I haven't used very much of it. This is definitely the card for that. But you're gonna love this card so much that you're not gonna really worry about it using so much of your paper. So this is that paper. It kind of gives you a better idea of the colors that go with it. All right, so you're going to need a piece of 12 by 5 1/4, okay? Then you're going to need, okay, let's get this scored first so I can just show you. So you're gonna score this at, now see, this is the other side of this paper. Oh, I know, I love this paper as well, Patty. Trust me. How many $50 orders do I have to keep putting in to keep getting this free? The addiction is real. All right, so you're gonna score it at 4. And then you're gonna score it at 8. So 4 and 8. This is 12. So 4-inch increments. Oops, I guess we need this still out, so I'm not gonna put that away yet. Then you're gonna want to kind of score the top part just a little bit so you can see where your score lines, because this paper is very liney, if that's a word, but it's kind of hard to see your score line when you have all these other lines in this pattern. Now you're going to line that score mark, the end of your score line, and this bottom corner. Can you guys see that? Am I up high enough? And this bottom corner in your trimmer. Make sure I'm on that, okay. And then you're just gonna cut. Now, you guys know how I feel. We don't waste paper, right? Hang on to this. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. That's cute. So don't throw this away, because you can always use this for other things, all right? Because if you're anything like me, you never waste anything. All right, so let's go ahead and varnish this down. Now, the other thing I do want to tell you, this card is a pocket card. I already said that. But where'd my other one that I was going to show you? So when this thing folds in and then this folds over, this will now open and you'll see the inside of your card. So if you were using a paper that had a clear direction to it, okay, so like this, for instance. See how the direction of the trees are going this way? Now, if this was your card and you want your card to open like, oh, I did this backwards, but you know what I did? I'm gonna have to go this way with this. All right, there we go. So we're gonna use this as the front. Again, watching your direction, which I didn't do. You could keep it that way, but your card's gonna open backwards, and then when your card opens, your pocket's gonna fall out. I should have cut this way. So again, things you have to watch for when you have certain papers that you want to keep going certain directions. So we're gonna use this side because we can. So when you have your paper going this way, and say you cut it going this way at 12, and you cut and you score, then you need to make sure when you cut this, your pocket is going to get cut going this way. So when this folds in, your directions are going the right way. Now, if you wanted to cut it this way, then your card is going to sit like this, in this kind of direction. So just make sure you watch your directions on your paper when making this card, because I don't want you to waste a bunch of paper and get frustrated and not want to do this. So just make sure you plan it out in your mind before you get crazy with these. Okay, then you're going to need a piece of basic black or whatever you're going to use to match your card. And this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So it's the same size as a regular card base. You're going to want to take just a bit of glue and just run it down the bottom portion to the corner, and then adhere just that piece down, because we don't want to close our pocket, because we're going to need that. Okay, that is our card. This can now be adhered to our black piece, but I might want to do a ribbon, so I'm not going, no, I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere it. I thought maybe I was going to do some kind of ribbon on there, but I'm not going to. So this is going to go on here, just like that. Ah. See, I almost have too much wiggle room there. Okay. Then we're going to need, we're also using the, you know, it's kind of my go-to when it comes to dies. We're using the Stitch So Sweetly die. set. And hold on just a second. Something is going on here. It's on the fritz. Hold on. Okay, we got it. All right, so we're going to use the biggest, largest, whatever you want to call it, rectangle. And we're going to do this in both basic black and in basic white. So you're going to use your biggest one and you're going to cut out 2 of those. Then you're going to grab your second largest and you're going to cut out a white. Okay? Then you need another piece of black, which this is going to be 4 3/4 by, oh, what did I have this at? 4 3/4 by 4, I think. Hold on, let me check. Okay, so no, it's actually 3 1/2. Where did I have this one written down? Oh, there it is. 3 1/4. No, it's not though. It's 3 1/2. So I need to make my marks different. By 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by, what did I say? By 3 1/2. Okay, and this is going to be your pocket piece. I don't know why I didn't have that part written down. I don't know. Who knows with me. So with these, you're going to want to make sure you have these, a piece of scrap that are at least 3 1/4 by, I would say, 4 1/2 to cut out each one of these in their colors. And then for the smaller one, you're going to need at least a 3 3/4 by 2 3/4 to cut that out. Okay, and like I said, all of it is written on my blog. So as soon as I'm done here and I get the video uploaded, I will then have all the written dimensions for you guys. Oh, I do have it pocket. I just read on 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Is that what I told you guys? Yep, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Yep, I did have it written down. It just, when I wrote the one number, I had to go down to the next line, so I kind of screwed myself up. All right, so this is what we need. This is going to be the inside pocket, just like that. Then that doesn't look right. No, because it isn't right. The bigger one is going to go on there. The big white piece is going to go on that. And then our smaller white piece is going to layer with this. This is going to be the front of our card. And I do need ribbon, but it's not going to be where I thought it was. Okay, so I'm going to be using this, what is this called? Shimmer ribbon? I think it's called shimmer ribbon. Yep. Gold. So that is in the mini catalog as well. So let's do some stamping on this. I need some, where did I put it? I think I'm going to be using Smoky Slate. Yep, Smoky Slate, which I have in this other box for the other item we're going to be making. Some Smoky Slate and some, I believe, Real Red is the color that is on this. Let me pull that paper stack back out. It could be Cherry Cobbler, actually, though. I think it might be Cherry Cobbler. let me check on this thing here, because I don't want to grab the wrong color. Yeah, cherry cobbler. Because I think real red would just stand out too much on that paper. So cherry cobbler and smoky slate. Okay, I'm going to bring my scrap paper back in. Let me grab that stamp set. So here's the punch right here to show you that that's the set for that. So it keeps the cost down because you're not buying a full die set. Okay. So we're gonna need the big tree. So let me get this mounted. I have my cheat sheet over here, so I have to keep referring to it so I don't mess this up. Because, you know, life can be real and we can all mess things up, right? Okay, so smoky slate. So where is my other thing? I wanted to kind of give you guys a tip, but I don't think. Okay, never mind. It'll be a tip that I show you guys later. Or I can actually do it with. So sometimes, as you can see on this, see how I have little bubbly ink on here where it looks like it's almost pooling on here? Let me grab a baby wipe really quick because I'm going to need that. Because I'm going to show you guys a tip on what to do when your ink pad almost looks like it's flooded like that. And it's adding those little, can you see it better if there's white underneath there? See how it looks like it's almost pooling up in certain areas? And then when you go to stamp it, it's going to be darker and lighter in other areas. And you don't really want that, right? So let me show you guys how to fix that on your ink pad. I say to always go to like 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree or something like that and buy a buy yourself some plastic spoons. They're like 99 cents, $1, whatever. Then take the back of your spoon and don't stick your hand in the stamp. And then rub your spoon just to one side because you know how your spoon slopes? Take your finger and just set it in the inside of the spoon. I should have brought one in here. I normally have one in here, but I think I threw it away because I was using it for embossing powder, and I'm obviously not going to stick embossing powder on top of my ink pad, but you can use a bone folder as well. That works. Move that ink up to the other side so everything is more dispersed down here evenly, and then just wipe your, because you're not wasting much ink by wiping that off. And then let me clean this really quick so we get a better image on that. And then you guys are going to see, I should have stamped it, so I should have showed you guys, but this is going to look, see how much better and more even that looks on there? So just know that if your pad starts looking flooded, move that ink to one end so it kind of sits more evenly. Okay, we're going to put this tree right here. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, this one's going to be right up here. And then this one is going to be kind of off-centered from those. Okay, just like that. Okay, and we're done with this for the moment. Now grab a little scrap piece of your, or you can even use this corner piece, and you're going to cut your deer out of that. So I'm just going to use this little piece right here. I'm just going to cut my little deer out. I don't need the antlers, so I'm just going to throw those away. Okay, so there's my little deer. Then I need to use cherry cobbler. And I'm going to use Sending Love and Peace this season. Tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to put this just kind of right in the center of all those trees. Hold it for just a moment so it kind of just like seeks into the paper there. And then we need some of our, let's grab, I'm going to use these, this is from our Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. Before, well, I guess I can put this little guy on there first. I'm just going to put that little deer there with a couple of dimensionals. Put one up on his head. Just like that. Oh my gosh, I just looked over here at this black piece that's sitting here and I thought it was an open ink pad, and I just threw this down and I was like, oh no, what did I do? No, it wasn't. It's a piece of paper. Okay, and this little guy is just gonna look like he's jumping, she is just kind of jumping up in those trees. So cute, right? And then let's take some rhinestones, because our deer would never be complete without some rhinestones, some bling. Put this there. Let's grab a little one and put here. And let's grab, well, since we've got these big ones, let's put another one over here. All right, so that's good. That's gonna go on there. Okay, just like that. Oh my gosh, is that not so cute? I love it. Okay, so let's grab this. This is gonna go on the front here, but first we want to grab this. And we are going to take this and kind of position it on here. Just like this. So I'm going to grab a glue dot and put a couple of these pieces down so I'm not fighting with it, because God only knows we could be here all night long if I'm fighting with this ribbon. Okay, so let's grab a glue dot, put at the end of this, just like that. And we're gonna just place it up here. And the good thing with glue dots is I do not have to commit where I've put this. I can move this around as much as I want. Okay, so that is just gonna go there. Then I'm gonna come in here and grab another glue dot, if I can get my little ribbon to move. So that's gonna go there. This is gonna go here. So let's grab another glue dot. And then one more glue dot down here. Let me grab my ribbon scissors, because the other ones I don't think are gonna work out too well for us. Now let's see, before I do that, let's make sure this is gonna fit. Oh my gosh, do you see what I'm talking about? Woo, delicious. Okay. So that just made you guys want to run out and get this set even more, right? All this beautiful blingy. Oh, what do you guys think of that? That is just, oh, gorgeous. Okay, so let's move that up just a hair. Yummy, right? I knew you guys would love this card, and it would make you guys now, if you didn't have this set already on your list, I'm pretty sure you just added it to your wish list. Because how could you not with this set? Okay, I had to get a new thing of dimensionals because okay, just like that. Oops, that's really crooked. Hold on. Okay, we don't want crooked. We want it straight. My ribbon's kind of throwing me a little bit off here. Okay, and let's move this down just a hair. There we go. There we go. Beautiful, right? And that's only the outside. We haven't done the pocket for the inside yet. Oh, I think that is so stinking gorgeous. Throw me up some thumbs if you guys like this card. Tell me what you think. Are you guys sold yet? Look at that shimmer and shine. Okay, so let's get the inside done. Okay, so now we're gonna take these two pieces. Oh, look at you guys. Aren't you guys just so sweet to me? Throwing me up some hearts. Okay, this piece we're going to take. Oh, there she's. Looking for my stamp set and it's sitting right over here beside me. I was a little too excited about my card. Okay, we're gonna put these away and we're going to grab, it's the best time of the year. And I'm going to put that on down and then pick it up on this one. Just like that. Come back in with Cherry Cobbler. And say it's the best time of the year. Okay. And then we're gonna say Merry Christmas. And then we're gonna put a couple little trees down below here. I'm going to take the set of 3 trees and grab Smoky Slate, but let's get this put away because you guys know how I am with red. I will have a mess with red. Love it. I think I will be ordering some of the things to get that paper. Absolutely, right? And see, and then if you buy the set, it doesn't get you to $50 because it's a cheaper set because of the fact that it has a punch with it. You can then add some of this amazing gold ribbon and then you can get yourself a thing of the holiday rhinestones and maybe, you know, a block or 2. Okay, then we're going to put this down at the bottom to get to your $50. Or maybe you need another pair of paper snips. I think paper snips, though, are on back order. The last time I checked, I think they're coming in, oh, I want to say like the 20th or 24th of August. So paper snips are on back order, just FYI. But that doesn't mean don't put your order in. Because if you're on the back order for them, that means if they have like 4,000 pair coming in, you will be on that list to get them when they come in. Because otherwise, if you wait thinking that, oh, well, if they're not going to come in until the 24th, I'll just order them on the 24th. Well, you might be on the next back order if they weren't all fulfilled at that time. So just letting you know that. Okay, this is going to go right on here. And we're not going to pop that up with any dimensions because it's going to go inside of our card. So we don't want a bunch of bump on that. Let me move my thing out of the way here. Ugh. Gosh, I swear I just throw everything on the floor, and then when I go to turn around, I'm like, I'm gonna slide on something over here. Put my little piles on the floor. Okay, so let's complete this card. Hee hee hee. What do you guys think? Is that not so cute? So like I was saying, if you did your paper and your paper was going directional, you would just cut your direction this way where your little tree, okay. So on the trees, like I was showing you, now that I can see a visual of this, like this, if you cut this way at the 5 1/4, when you folded your paper, your trees would be standing this way, because then you could give the card like this. They could open it like this. Your wording here would go this way, and then you could pull that out. So it doesn't only have to be a portrait style card, it can also be a landscape card. Just watch your patterns. So if you don't cut it right the first time, you'll be able to make a card that goes this way. So no matter which way you cut your paper, you'll still be able to use it going one way or the other. You might just have to do your orientation a little bit different on your card. So don't think, oh my gosh, I screwed up and I cut my paper the wrong way. Just move everything around a little bit and make it go the right direction that your paper is facing. All right, so there is that one. And now I'm going to show you guys a cute little treat holder. But I have like a little treat for you of another one of these that I made using another one of our celebrations items. It's also another $50 purchase. Where is it? It's right here. This is called the Bedazzling 6x6 specialty paper, but I took some mint macaron. Where did I put my little thing? I used it in a spritzer with 91% alcohol, and I put 4 drops because I only did this halfway because I was just using a piece of scrap to see how it looked. I put it halfway with alcohol, and I put 4 drops of my what is it? This stuff. Re-inker. That's what it's called. Words are hard, I tell you what. I put 4 drops of re-inker. Now, if I was to fill this thing all the way up, I would probably do 5 drops in here, or a, you know, and then let it up. And then you put this, if you go to like the Dollar Tree and you buy those roaster pans, they're like 99 cents for 2 roaster pans. You can set this in there. I use like we go to Costco and I buy the big trays of cans. And once I buy those cans, I keep the little bottom cardboard tray, and then I put a paper towel in there. Then I set this in there, and then I just spray this. And you don't need a lot. And because you're using 91% alcohol, it's going to dry extremely fast. But do you see the difference? This is how you're going to get it. So just imagine using all your different colors of your re-inkers to get all these beautiful colors. I've seen it done with reds. I just didn't do it because I wasn't making anything with red. And I was just kind of trying it out because I am going to do something that I'm going to create for you guys and show you exactly how to do this. I want to kind of tell you, so if you have any of this paper, start playing with it. Start putting different colors on it. So that was mint macaron, or macaroon, however you say that word. But this is the most beautiful paper, and I think you get 8 pieces of 6x6 in here. And just know, some people go, oh my gosh, I don't want glitter all over me. You can rub this for days. The glitter will never come off of here. It is not the kind of paper that your friends have to wear the glitter. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but I mean, I guess to some people it would be. So that's that. I used the Celebrate Sunflowers. I cut that out. I use the Rich Razzleberry DSP or cardstock. And then I use the Beauty of the Earth. I wanted to make a fall card because I have the pumpkins on order, and I'm going to be using those with you guys, but I wanted something to have on hand to show you. So I just did a little thank you card here because I have some thank you cards that I need to send out to some of my customers. So yeah, super cute, right? And I just stamped that sunflower underneath with the black and then set this little piece on the outside just to give it some of that gorgeous bling. So there's the one that we just made today though. Oops, I wanted to keep that out here because I want to show you guys. All right, so our next project is super like quick and easy. So I am using the cute Halloween paper. It's that paper that is black and white on one side, and then it has all the cute little faces. It is on page, oh, I just ordered this set. This is on its way as well because it finally just came in. This paper is all specialty paper with these gold leafing in it. Beautiful. Wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way. This is the pumpkins that I'm ordering. All right, right here. This is called the Cute Halloween. What'd you say?
The shoes fit well.
Oh, good. Did you? Oh yeah, you stayed after for practice today.
Yeah. Good.
But you're gonna want to put those shoes on, and you're gonna want to wear them while you walk around the house because otherwise they're gonna hurt your feet if you just try to go run for an hour and a half tomorrow with them on. So here's the. Here's the paper right here. So I'm just using their 6x6 sheets of paper. I'm just going to grab one of these. Now watch what we're gonna do. I'm also using the banner year. This set is a must-have for anyone. It has Thanksgiving, and then you have some acorns and some squirrels. You have Happy Fall, y'all, which same, you know, little leaves, pumpkins. You have Halloween. You have XOXO, so you Valentine's and some hearts and the little thing, and then you have Christmas with the little Christmas hat. Where is Christmas wishes? Up here. Hollies and the leaves. So this is a really cool set to have. It has a little bit of, you guys know how I am about versatility. If I'm spending my money on something, I want to be able to use it for as much as possible. So we're gonna need this. And what did I do with my pumpkin pie? Because we need the pumpkin pie. Okay, we need, yeah, pumpkin pie. And we're also going to need Old Olive and Smoky Slate, and then our Memento Black. Then we need Terran tape. And then I'm going to, what side do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this side because I love those colors. It looks very Halloween-ish to me. I almost said Halloween-y. So you're going to take a piece of Terran tape. I mean, you can try to use glue with this. I don't recommend glue because when you go to give these to your little kiddos, this is a little treat pouch. And when you go to, so when Halloween comes around, I don't know how many kids come to your door. We live way out in the middle of the desert, so I was going to say out in the middle of the country, but no, it's not country. We live out in the middle of the desert. We don't have anybody come knock on our door, trust me. It's awfully dark out here. So when, hold on, let me get this. If you live in town or you have little trick-or-treaters or your grandkids swing by or your nieces or nephews or whatever come by your house, these are great little things to just have for those little special kiddos. So I'm just going to run kind of a small little piece up across here. It doesn't have to be in the middle, but it can be anywhere. All right, I'm going to take this piece off first. Actually, you know what? We need to put another piece. Jeez Louise. One more down here. You need to have a piece on each. All right, there you go. All right, right, so take this piece off first. Okay, now you're gonna take this and you're gonna roll it onto itself, but make sure you, when you do that, you leave yourself enough margin on both sides. I'm just kind of, can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm just watching it from both sides, and then I'm just gonna lay it over on itself. So you're almost making like a toilet paper roll, just like that. So if you kind of roll it over on itself, it works a wee bit better. I can't do that holding it up here because then I won't get it straight. But once you lay down your piece that's sticky, lay that down and then just roll your top piece over onto it so it will stay, like I said, like a toilet paper roll. I mean, not that you want to think of a treat thing being a toilet paper roll, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right, then you're going to come in here and you're going to take off one side of this tearing tape, maybe. Okay, just like that. And then I like to leave the seam kind of over towards the side, and then I'm just gonna pinch that together just like that. Now if you have a crimper tool where it looks like it's wide and it has a handle on the end, and then you can put something in it and then crank it a couple times and then it gives you like a crimped look, that would absolutely be wonderful for this. All right, so this is what you come out with when you're done with this end, right? Now, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, ew, gross, she likes candy corns. You're right. I love candy corns. So it's that time of year, right? Candy corns. So I just throw some candy corns in there. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy, but then you're going to go completely the opposite. So this way you went like this with your seam down the side. This side, you're going to go this way. So take that paper off your adhesive thing off, just like that, and now you're going to go completely the opposite. So again, your seam is going to be against that side, and then just crimp that together just like that. Now see, I could have been wise and you gotta eat one though, right? And you could have fold it all the way up, but I like eating them. So, all right, now you need to have any kind of hole punch. I was actually going to use my, oh Lord, my drawers are all stuck. I was going to use my crocodile. Now, I don't know how many of you guys still have this. I know this looks like a dinosaur. A crocodile is kind of a must-have, again, for crafters. You have a small hole on this side, you have a big hole, and this clamps down like this to put your little brads, those little round brad things. It makes the bottom and the top. So, but since Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell that, I'm going to use our detailed trio punch. So you can get 3 different punches out of just this one. And I am going to take this, slide it in here, just like that, because you have to make it where it can get in there, and then punch. So there's my little hole, and then I have my hole up there. A hole punch would actually work better, because try to slide that in there. If I had that any fuller, it probably would not work. But we're gonna roll with that. Now I'm going to use my, this is that black and white gingham ribbon. Again, a great ribbon. Then I need a piece that is 1.5. Now you can go up to 2 inches using this delightful tag topper, but I'm gonna just stick with this 1.5 because it fits right here in the bottom. So I think it's 1.5. So 1, 1.5, and then 2. But I'm gonna stay right in the center. And I'm going to come in, and obviously I need to open my punch first because that's not going to get me anywhere closed. Run that down the center, flip this over, line up my sides, and then punch. Okay, now I have a cute little tag topper for my tag. Then I need to grab my stamp set and do some stamping now. Okay, I'm going to use the Happy Hauntings. Now this is one of the older stamp sets from last year, so it doesn't have the pictures on the back like you guys are used to seeing with some of your stamps now. The new ones, they've put the backing on it. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do Happy Hauntings, kind of like not at the very top, but kind of move it down just a skosh. Okay, then I'm going to take that cute little spider web, and this is where I need Smoky Slate, and there's a cute little spider web right here, and this is going to go up here in this top corner, just like that. And with that Smoky Slate, you can still see our words, and it's not like you're covering anything. Then I'm going to grab the pumpkin pie and this little pumpkin right here, that little pumpkin. And I'm gonna leave myself a little bit of space because I want to put the stem on this pumpkin. Okay. Then I'm going to use that little stem, which is right here, and Old Olive. So let's make sure we have this right. So the leaf is going to go off to the left, and then your stem is kind of off to the right. And that's just going to set, boom, right there. Just like that. Then one last thing. What kind of jack-o'-lantern doesn't have a face? So they even thought of giving you the little eyes in the mouth. So let's put his little face on. Oops. Let's grab the right stamp here first. And voila. I love it. Now that just did something to that pumpkin. Let me tell you, that just added some character to that pumpkin. Okay. I'm going to take the pumpkin off too, so I just keep everything together. All right. So that was called Banner Year. And then, oops, wrong scissors. Don't use those ones. Then we're going to cut the bottom off, and here's our tag. So I just take my snips and I just go straight across just like that, and then there's my tag. Okay. Then let's move that and throw this away. All right, let me move some of this around so we can get this thing together. I have so many things set out here that okay, we're gonna need that because we're doing our ribbon. All right, ribbon. Now I'm going to take some of this gingham ribbon and just put this through here, and then put it through here. And you know what else I was just thinking, because this paper doesn't have a lot of color to it, before you fold it all up, how cute would it be to put a bunch of those little faces on here, or even stamp it with those little spider webs on here to just doll this paper up even more. I mean, it doesn't need a whole heck of a lot, but just saying. Okay, let's tie this like this. Now I'm not going to tie it tight because we want our ribbon, or we want our tag to hang And our candy's not going to fall out because we've already put the tear and tape on there. Okay, and then just cut this piece just like that. And then there is your super cute bow and your tag that now you can have those little kids that knock on your door and you see that it's somebody you know or somebody special in your life, that you always give them the full-size candy bars, or you know the kids that I'm talking about. It's too bad you don't like your work. That's what I always tell everybody. I have the easiest job ever, right? I get to sit home and I get to craft, but I still get to be home with my kids. I still get to be very involved in, you know, the life of my children. And that's why I say, you know, if you want to be home and you still want to earn, you know, some extra money and do what you want, you know, it's a great opportunity. And you get to craft. I mean, who doesn't like crafting? I mean, I guess there's some people who don't like crafting, but I'm not friends with them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have lots of friends that don't like to craft, but I kind of push my paper crafting upon them, so they kind of get into it whether they like it or not. All right, and then here is the other one. I didn't put any candy in this one yet because I had my husband pick me up. The best thing ever are these nuggets, because let me show you. This is kind of a sneak peek for anybody who's in my upcoming class on Thursday, my in-person class. We're going to be making this little box, but we take little strips of, I'll cut little strips of this paper, and then they get to wrap. You would wrap your nuggets up, and your little nuggets fit in these little boxes, and then you give these as a treat, and I think like 5 or 6 nuggets will fit in there. And these little boxes come flat, and then the adhesive is already on them. We sell these at Stampin' Up. So if you go to my store and you just look up little tombstones, you'll be able to see these. But yeah, how cute is that? So I had him buy me some of these candies. I'm like, because when I give these to somebody, I need it to have candy in it. Because that could be a cute little thank you gift as well. And who doesn't like chocolates, right? So that's the little coffin. The lid is a little bit bigger than the bottom when you would get these, and you get 8 of them per package. But yeah, you can put little candies in that too. So we're going to be making those in our in-person class. But yeah, isn't that so cute? These are called sour cream containers. Now, myself, I've never seen sour cream come like this. Oopsie, I should have flipped this around. Did you guys see my boo-boo? Don't tell. See, it needs to be on this side because, see, there's my seam right there. So I need to put it over here. But since it runs the same line as my paper, it was kind of hard to see, in all fairness. But I'm not trying to justify myself. I'm just saying, see, we flipped it around and now there's no seam. But yeah, these are called sour cream containers. So you just use, and if you don't want it this big, you can always cut your paper down to a 4x4 or a 5x5 and then not have to use so much paper. Especially if you're using a big 12x12 sheet, do 4x4, you know, and then you get more out of there. But yeah, these were the 6x6. I just love these little Halloween papers, and I thought this one I did which way to the candy, and then I did the witch in green. And then I gotta fill this up, so yep, super cute. All right, do you guys have any questions on anything that we've covered tonight? Let me bring all of our projects out so I can set those up so you guys can see them. While I kind of move my stuff around here and put some stuff away. So super cute, right? What do you guys think? Throw me up some thumbs, throw me up some hearts. Let me know that you guys liked these cards. Also, if you are new to watching me and you would like a copy of a hard copy of the catalogs, please message me and I will get those in the mail to you. Because we all like to have a hard copy of our catalogs because they are amazing. I mean, they're a little bit overwhelming amazing, but nonetheless, you're not obligated to anything. It's just nice to have inspiration and be able to use and look at your catalogs for all the creativity that they've put in there. So I hope you guys have a great week. Since we have exceeded our, an hour and a half, not that I have a time limit, I think I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Like I said, my son and my husband just got home a little bit ago. I need to go make dinner for them, and I will pop on and do our those swap cards for you guys sometime this week. I'll just kind of do a rando jump in and show you those, because they are some awesome cards with some awesome folds. So you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Bye-bye.